Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Fitzmonk TV here, aka Jalorn33, and we got some big Marvel Studios news. We're talking about Black Widow, and I'm very excited for this film. You guys know that Black Widow, she was my favorite female hero in the MCU. Unfortunately, they killed her off in Avengers Endgame, but it was a good end for the character, in my opinion, even though I do have, some problems with it, but that's for another video. We know that Black Widow will be getting her solo film, most likely, since they're already starting filming and production on it. It's most likely going to be released next year, so around May of 2020. I believe there's only set to be two MCU movies next year, one in May and one later on in the summer. That's what I believe, if I remember correctly. And then when we get to 2021, that's when Marvel Studios will go back to making three MCU movies a year. But there hasn't been a lot talked about the Black Widow movie because we know that Marvel Studios is saving most of its plans for after Spider-Man Far From Home comes out, which will be the end of Phase 3, the end of the Infinity Saga for the MCU. And just want to let you guys know, they released a new trailer for Avengers Endgame. You know that Avengers Endgame is going to be getting that re-release this weekend, because Marvel Studios is hoping to finally dethrone Avatar as the #1 highest grossing box office movie of all time. If you do go see it, you will be able to get like an exclusive Avengers Endgame poster, and there might be some other goodies. So they're really giving a lot of cool stuff for people that go see this movie this weekend. Also, you can also pre-order Avengers Endgame on home media. It releases digitally on July 30th, and you'll be able to get it on 4K and ultra high definition, I believe August 14th. So I already did a video discussing all of that, but just want to let you guys know. But back to Black Widow. We know that the Black Widow movie will be a prequel. It's not going to take place in another timeline. It's not going to take place after Endgame because, Black Widow died in Endgame. And this will be Scarlett Johansson's first solo venture in the MCU. We don't know what's the future of the character. They plan to bring her back or whatever. It's still kind of weird to me that we're getting a Black Widow movie, even after the fact that the character's already passed away. All right. So I feel like something has to be planned, and we'll probably find that out as we get closer to the film. Little is confirmed about the film at present, but there's been a lot of leaks from the set. When Avengers Endgame was filming and Infinity War, we didn't get that many leaks. We got a couple set photos here and there, but there wasn't a lot that was leaked. But based off the recent set photos, we've seen that Scarlett Johansson, there's going to be some kind of motorcycle chase scene. And basically, the timeline for this movie, a lot of people believe it takes place, just very, very, very soon after the events of Civil War. And the set pics that we're seeing that are being filmed in Europe, we see there's an individual, as you guys can see down below, there's an individual driving a tank through the streets. And but a lot of people believe this is Taskmaster, the first time we've ever seen him in the MCU. And even though we don't see Taskmaster's usual mask that you guys have known from the comics, the design that we see for the character, it could be a grounded look, and maybe throughout this movie we'll see different versions of Taskmaster. He'll change his appearance, and Taskmaster has been very, very talked about, not only in the MCU but in Marvel Studios in general. You guys remember he was in the Spider-Man PS4 video game when it released last year. He had a pretty big role in that game. We also know that the new Marvel's Avengers game that's going to be coming out next year, the game that we all cannot wait for, we know that Taskmaster is going to be one of the main villains in that game as well. And now he's revealed to be the main villain in the MCU. So we could see here he's leading out some kind of tank. And here's a couple more set photos of him. They're not in the best quality, but you can see his design is different from what we know from the comics. But still, I personally believe, and this is very early speculation, I think Taskmaster's appearance will change as the film goes on. Right now, he looks pretty clean. But the thing about it is, people that have read the comics, all right, that Black Widow and Taskmaster, they they've been rivals in the past. One of the reasons why is because Taskmaster, he can replicate the moves of anyone he fights with. All right, I remember seeing this in the Spider-Man PS4 game. He was able to combat Spider-Man because he spent a lot of time looking at Spider-Man and his moves, which made Spider-Man kind of struggle with him in the game. And this is going to be a very good adversary for Scarlett Johansson's Natasha Romanoff, because we know one of the things, Black Widow, she doesn't have any special powers. She doesn't have like a suit like Iron Man. She doesn't have a hammer like Thor. She doesn't have like, super soldier abilities like Cap with a vibranium shield. But we know that she's a great fighter. And we know that her unique style of martial arts and fighting techniques allows her to outclass her opponents. So even though she doesn't have any special powers, her martial arts ability is usually what gives her the upper hand. And so if Taskmaster can replicate the moves of Black Widow, it's gonna make it a challenge for Black Widow to defeat Taskmaster in this movie. And we don't know who possibly is playing Taskmaster at the moment, because the full cast for the movie, hasn't been revealed right now. It seems like every day we're finding out new people that will be in this movie. But we believe that David Arbor, I hope I said his name right. He is right now being the rumored guy to play Taskmaster, and at the end of the day, we have no confirmation of this. We don't know who is, acting as Taskmaster under the mask. Maybe we get some more leaked photos. I'll do another video revealing who that is. But we know that Marvel Studios, they have two big panels coming out in the next couple weeks. We know San Diego Comic-Con will be taking place in July, and I know Marvel Studios has a big panel planned that will be after Spider-Man Far From Home's release. So most likely, I believe Kevin Feige will finally reveal the slate of Phase 4 movies. We know that Marvel Studios has a 5-year plan right now, so most likely they're going to be doing a lot of solo films for the next couple years, and probably when we get near the end of this 5-year plan, so like halfway between the next 10 years of Marvel Studios, that's when we'll probably get like a new Avengers movie, something like that. I also know that Marvel Studios has another panel plan at, I forgot what, Disney's Expo, which is where a lot of Disney's companies, that's where they show off their works and what they have planned to investors. So we probably will get even more Phase 4 news. I don't expect anything like a Black Widow movie trailer to be revealed at San Diego Comic-Con, because the film is right now in very early production. They're just filming right now, so they possibly don't have enough footage right now to do a trailer, unless it's like a 30-second teaser, something like that. I feel like it'll be much more likely that when we get down the road 4 months in New York Comic-Con, that's possibly when we might get the first Black Widow movie trailer. If we don't, it'll be near the end of this year, maybe somewhere around October, November, December, right around the time when the first Avengers Endgame trailer came out. So there you guys have it. But that's about all I got for you guys today. I'm very excited about Black Widow. Remember, Spider-Man Far From Home, the U.S. premiere, the worldwide premiere is tonight, the June 26th, depending on when you guys are watching this video. So if any big news comes out of that premiere, I'll make sure to make a video on that. There'll probably be some leak, footage coming out, because remember, Spider-Man Far From Home comes out in China a couple days before it hits the U.S. on July 2nd. So if you guys aren't trying to be spoiled for Spider-Man Far From Home, make sure to stay off social media for the next couple of days, because spoilers will be flying from China just like that. But that's about all I got for you guys today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll keep you guys updated on all the major Marvel Studios news. Thank you guys for all the support. I'll see you guys later. Peace.